The school district of Waukesha is located 15 miles west of Milwaukee in the rolling hills of Waukesha County. With over 12,000 pre-kindergarten through 12th grade students served in our 20 schools, we are the 7th largest school district in the state of Wisconsin. On behalf of the 3 comprehensive high schools, 3 middle schools, 14 elementary schools, and our 5 charter schools, we welcome you to the school district of Waukesha.
I'm Bill Baumgart. I'm on the school board in Waukesha, School District of Waukesha. I've been on approaching my 20th year.
My full name is actually Caris Elena Bermudez Cardoso.
My name is Joanny Williams.
My name is Tahireh de Leon. I'm originally from Nicaragua, Central America.
My name is Omar Bisanya. I come from Senegal. This is 15 years ago.
I was born in Mexico. I came to the country when I was really young.
I'm from Venezuela originally. I came to this country when I was 25 years old.
I was born in Nicaragua, and both of my parents were teachers, so education was always in my family, and I heard about it.
Well, I graduated from Marquette in education in Spanish, secondary education.
I actually have a graduate level degree in administration, and now I'm actually going back seeking my literacy license and ESL certification.
My name is Aaron Corbett. I started teaching in 2001 in Milwaukee Public Schools. I moved to Waukesha Public Schools just this year, 2012, 2013, 2014.
The reason I'm here at Waukesha is because I can impact students and be representative of their culture, and I'm passionate to be working with kids.
Increasingly diverse population. Our Waukesha community is growing with diversity.
Colleagues as well as administrators have been really supportive and also supporting my growth as an educator.
The opportunity to really be pulled out of the classroom to work with teachers and really focus on trying to maximize the collaboration and being effective and trying to work with the teachers that work with the students and make the most impact.
My work has centered on making the difference for those first-generation students. People here at the School District of Waukesha are very supportive, very caring. I think they strive to make a difference within our community and want what's best for all of our students.
I want to teach here because of the makeup of our students.
You know, those students who are going to make a difference for themselves and their families.
The people that I work with, my colleagues, and also the children that I have to interact every day are great. It's a fun environment, and I feel that I'm making a difference.
A lot of great people who will inspire you to continue your education, to continue teaching and doing what you're doing. That's the way I will describe it. And it's usually when people say, it is like a family, I say, it is a family. Because this is where we're working, and I'm spending 8 hours with the kids, so it is a family.
One of my students' strengths, there's many, but their ability to come together for a common goal.
Family feeling and how much they care is really neat.
My students appreciate the fact that what they have here can help them succeed in life.
They value education, and they want to be there and learn.
The greatest strengths across the board are persistence and resiliency.
They come in with unique cultures, and they come in usually with great resiliency.
They're anxious to learn from you. They see you as a role model, like a superhero.
I like wanting to be an architect engineer because you can design, and I love drawing, and that's what I like to do, and that's what you do when you're an architect engineer. A doctor.
They want to be at school, they want to learn, they want to become somebody in this world. I think that they want to make a difference, and they're not going to give up until they do. They bring a lot of energy, and they bring different perspectives, and so I think it's always enjoyable to look at the world through the eyes of, again, a very diverse population of students.
my class how the students kind of, if somebody's not understanding it and I'm not explaining it well, or if something's going wrong there, they'll always take the initiative to be like, oh, well, this is how it works, or just kind of helping each other out. I really like that.
Yeah, they're expecting a lot from you, and you feel that you feel the commitment to do your best and to teach those students, because the students have a lot of high expectation for you.
The teachers, every time they show me more, they show me math, they show me how to read more, how to get good grades and all that. Like that I can do anything.
I would say these students are pretty courageous. I mean, you could imagine as an adult, if you had to go to a place every day where you didn't understand what was going on, you were thought of perhaps as being lesser than the other students, and yet every day they come back and they try.
I think if you look at a great teacher, you're going to find that they found a way to engage the kids in their education rather than just spilling education at them. They engage them, they have established enough relationships with those kids so that they know them individually. They care for the kids, they're interested in them, and they care for them. And great teachers are also willing to come up with ideas, be innovative, and present those ideas for moving forward.
I believe our students, my students, need from me is to know that I care for them, to know that I will never give up on them, and to always know that there's support systems and people in place to help them be successful.
It's like how they can help me read and like dream big.
My teacher will go one-on-one with me after school or before school.
Classroom it's a matter of charisma. It's a matter of knowing that it's sort of these kids are hungry for something. They're sitting there, want something out of you, and looking at you as a figure, the whole role model here, the person that is gonna give them something. So, you know, you have to be that person there, and not like saying also that you have to be the tough one or anything, you know, because it's not.
In the classroom, you have to sit back, you guide, but you allow the students to run the flow of the classroom. And you only step in when you have to. You let them, it's a student-centered environment where they learn the
I
best.
just want to be able to allow students to see where they fit in life and be successful. And I want them to come to school and see the opportunity, and we can assist in telling them different opportunities for them. And we can also assist to get them to college, to get them beyond college, to get them community ready, to be good citizens. I think just giving them the opportunity to see the different careers that they can have, the different, I want them to dream big. I don't want, the one thing I don't want them is to limit themselves.
Another thing that the great teachers you would notice about great teachers is that they work with each other. They collaborate with others that would be their peers. They come up and share ideas, best practices, and rather than trying to outdo each other, they'll work together.
I co-teach in one of my classrooms. So my co-teacher, it's essential for the development of the classroom techniques and also our relationship with each other. So it's very important that we are in tune.
Any teacher is a teacher, but there's other opportunities to be beyond that. They can be the coaches of other teachers. They can be the go-to person. They can be the leader in a project if they've come up with an idea. I think in our district, it's rare when then somebody comes up with an idea that we don't listen to it. We as a school board have had ideas presented to us almost every month that somebody comes up with an idea, whether it's changing a curriculum, adding to the curriculum, modifying a delivery structure. We have opportunities to show yourself, to show your initiative, and reward that initiative through becoming a coach or a mentor or project leader or whatever it might be.
Sometimes we have, I work with a lot of content area teachers. I go in to support, my first hours I go into a physics classroom and then an algebra classroom, a biology classroom. And so I lead by helping teachers, say, okay, this is where our English language learners are.
Well, right now, we're trying to create or expand this dual language program that we have at Horning Middle School. So the way I try to do is be the person who leads them to being in consensus, to be on time and prepare the lessons with my other, I'm talking to the other teachers that I work with, be the one who brings ideas and just follow through as in teamwork.
With either the dual language program or even with our own positions. I mean, right now we focus on everything. So as an EC, you look at all of the subject areas. I mean, you have an opportunity to be able to sort of in a way departmentalize or specialize or what have you, where you could be literacy, you could be math, you could be just bilingual, just a dual language person who just is working with our teachers within the district. Possibilities there, and just if there is something that you know to do well, bring it to administration or bring it to leadership here at our Linton building, and you own that and you can share that and provide opportunities for others with you being the guidance.
My principal or my coordinator, they listen to the ideas and they let me also, they allow me to progress or to build onto my ideas. They give me time to do it, they give me opportunities to do it.
Yes, I think a teacher, if the teacher can come up with an idea, they have the opportunity to sell that idea. If they sell the idea and it's going to go into effect, then they can be the one that is the project manager of that idea. And we see it all the time, particularly as we've gotten into technology, where we have had teachers on what we call the vanguard of introducing technology in their schools. And they, in a high school, they're leading a huge staff of people around a significant change in the way we deliver instruction.
Right now, I'm part of the Vanguard team, which is the technology team in each school, and I'm part of that in my school in Blair. And that's the way I'm supporting the teachers around the district and here in my building. Is how to make it meaningful for the students. It's not a matter of just have an iPad in your hand. How are you going to make it meaningful for the students? Something that they can learn and they can show it to you.
I was also on the Vanguard team last year with our Waukesha One initiative. So that was a really neat opportunity to learn more about what this means for our students in our community.
We collaborate quite a bit, and I really enjoy that. I can't say it was necessarily where I would have liked it to be last year. She took the time at the beginning of the year to sit us down, get to know each one of us, not just myself, but our entire staff, and figuring out what our needs were. And I felt like, so that I could be more effective, there was a lot of things that were taken off my plate so that I can do my job better. And then not only that, but also we collaborated with other leaders within our building to really work together and maximize their potential as well.
Founding, it's one of the biggest things. Technology in the classroom, it's something that I really appreciate from my supervisors, from my, the people in administration.
Feel that they pull and bring the positive and strengths out of each one of us to help us be successful as well.
Even from the beginning, some of the workshops that I participated in, or even that I was interested in, I would approach my administrator, and they're always supportive in sending me to different workshops that I felt would be beneficial for me and my students.
Whatever I need, I turn around and I ask somebody, they would gladly spend their time showing me what they need to do, what I need to do, even though it's not, it's not a job to do that. I could have been going to the office or whatever to do it.
The school, Waukesha, is very responsive to my need and my students.
I don't appreciate when just they tell you, oh, everything is great, just keep doing, because there's always time for improvement. So at least something that we can change or look forward to for the better of the class. I think it's really appreciated on my part, as well as just seeing the big picture. They tell us, okay, this is what we want to do, how we're going to work into that.
Definitely I will start with my colleagues. I think our support system here with each other has been so great. I feel that when we're lacking something, we're missing something, we always have that relationship that we can go to each other to help each other be successful. I also believe a lot of our professional developments have helped us and guided us to how to become better teachers and educators.
Yeah, they're open. Whatever I don't know is because I didn't know it existed for me to ask them. Or they didn't know that I didn't know that.
From my very first team, special ed team, we worked together for 2 years. I could not have made it that first year without them. It was very big support, not only in teaching me how to be a special ed teacher, since I was drawn and I always liked it, but I was going through school at the same time that I was teaching.
Having a guidance, having a direction, that's what I think I appreciate the most.
Everywhere I go, I can hear a voice saying, "Hi, teacher," or "Maestro," and everywhere you go, even if you go to a hotel, there are parents who work in the hotel. I've been even not only in Waukesha, I go somewhere else, and in the restaurant, and there are parents who work in the restaurant. So that's what I like about it, that our community is present from in any way or another. That's what I like.
It's nice communities that I saw in schools, and people were friendly and everything. And the people also that I know in Milwaukee that were teaching here were telling me that, wow, that's a great place where you're going to. So I'm like, okay, let me give it a shot.
I like living in Waukesha. It's very family friendly, very good educational system, caring. And like I said, I want to live somewhere where there's diversity and where different diverse backgrounds are valued and appreciated.
Very diverse population, whether you talk about ethnicity, race, religion, politics, finances, it's very diverse. It covers all spectrum.
And it is a perfect fit for me, just the diversity in the community. I love living here. I love the fact that, I went to high school in Lake Geneva. I know what it's like to have to drive 45 minutes to go to the nearest mall. And Waukesha just being close enough to Milwaukee and having all these things around, having an Olive Garden that's close, as opposed to having to do all the driving around that I did when I lived in Lake Geneva. So it's a great place and I love it here.
The Waukesha community has a range of networks and that are part of the school district and the educational community. There's a lot of there's a lot of networking between social service agencies, everything from a really dynamic women's center to medical and social services that create a circle of support.
The administrators are very good at balancing our demands of teaching with our PD demands of continually learning and improving as teachers.
Students can really benefit from having strong personal relationships with adults in the building, and adults that care about them and care about their lives and their outcomes.
My dream is that we can develop other concepts that sometimes our students aren't aware of.
I always look at the big picture. In the long run, I want to see them able to have a job, able to have a place in society, and able to be happy later in life.
One of the things that we need in our district is to hire more people that are of different backgrounds, to be able to really explore what their abilities are in a leadership, in a leadership role, so to speak. And I think that's one of the areas that I feel that we need to try to, I don't know if the word beef up is correct, but just to really work hard at trying to recruit more, just diverse people, not necessarily just people of color, but just people of all walks of life to be able to be in our types of role, because our students also need to see the difference in the differences across buildings, the differences across the district, and that, we can have those kind of opportunities.
Growing up in Waukesha and going to the schools, like I felt like there's always been like a lack of Latino role models. So I felt like after graduating, I kind of missed that about my schooling experience. So I wanted to almost become that for my students.
Every day when some kids come and say, hey, I learned this, I know how to do this now, I feel, proud. It's very rewarding. It's very rewarding.